Right now in Kenya, if you want dollars, they can't give you more than $5,000. The same in Ghana. And when we do that, whichever currency we create will stand toe to toe with the American dollar. Then you will talk about trade. The time is now that we must begin to interrogate the role of banks which were meant to be Pan-Africa, such as the African Development Bank. I know many of you now know the second largest investor in the African Development Bank, paradoxically and ironically, is the United States of America. And the other one, of course, is Japan, African Development Bank. During the appointment of their last head, the Americans even wanted to veto his appointment, African Development Bank. Institutions such as the African Development Bank must now be made to be true African Development Bank that relates with other banks from a position of strength. If we do so, ladies and gentlemen, then the central banking that you are talking about will be central banking that informs the African environment. Let us not wait for Europe and America to give us terminologies in the financial sector. I heard it being said, KYC, know your customer. If tomorrow Europe and America comes up with another acronym, you'll now begin to change. I'm suggesting that we must begin to churn out some of these terms that are relevant to our own circumstances. Kwame Nkurumah was right 60 years ago when he said, if you are not economically and financially independent, then the independence you are talking about is of no value. He was right when he said that Africa will only be truly independent if she controls our resources and our banking sectors. He was right when he said that Africans must harmonize their financial policy. He was right when he said that Africa will only begin to be respected if her finances are controlled by her. He was right when he said that in financial relations in the world, the rule is still the law of the jungle, survival of the fittest and the dying of the least suitable. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg to stop in the knowledge that I have annoyed and irritated you sufficiently so that you may ask such questions as are necessary. I know they will want to control me, but I want to be asked questions.